Hey everybody, today I'm doing a review of my dishwasher. So my home is a new build, and the builders put this in. So this dishwasher is not super, high end, and I'll show you some of my favorite features. We're gonna do a real world wash test, so stay tuned for that. I will show you the model number in just a minute. And yeah, so let's get started. Thanks for watching. Okay, this washing machine, I just took a clip of the model number, so you'll just have to pause on that if that's already passed by. This dishwasher is, it's got some good features, some good wash cycles. I always recommend the AutoZone cycle because it's actually monitoring the water in the washing machine. And so by the end of that cycle, it will definitely be clean, as well as it'll actually end sooner as well if it's clean. So this dishwasher, this is kind of gross. I don't usually have it this nasty and dirty, but I figured I'd really take it to its limits. I've got my glass Pyrex cookie sheet. I've got cake, I've got dough, sour cream. This is gross. Up here I've got this is stained, so that's not gonna come out, but this is parts to my juicer. I've got a smoothie in there. So yeah, I'm very sorry. This is kind of gross and personal, but I figure I would test it outright. I'd fill it all the way up and we'll see what happens. I use this, I like the powder because I actually don't use very much, even though my water is not softened. I have found that you don't really need a whole bunch of soap. One of the reasons that I use this, most good quality detergents now have enzymes in it. So make sure if you're doing things like this, leaving food on, you actually need food and oil and grease and debris to make the detergents work properly. So I have found that no rinse actually comes out with great shiny dishes versus like if I were to rinse all the dirt off, especially when I'm using the AutoZone cycle. So it uses the full potential of the soap and really gets them clean. I did want to mention it does have this one little thing. You can put little things up there, like pieces of baby bottles or whatnot. You can manually lower the rack. I have done that for wine glasses before. I always make sure it can spin. And I use Rinse Aid as well. We don't have a water softener, so I like to keep Rinse Aid in there. Down below, I do take this filter out and clean it about once a week. It's super easy to clean. Literally just spray it in the warm water. It just has an upper jet. So that's similar to Bosch, so that's not really a bad thing. As we know, Bosch is the best. I'm gonna load this dishwasher up real quick. I only use about half of the powder space in the powder slot. So I'm gonna select AutoSense. You can do a quicker AutoSense cycle by basically telling it has less dishes. I will say one thing I don't like about this dishwasher is all of the features, like the bottle jets, which I didn't show you. The bottle jets right there. I don't like that when you press bottle jets, how come adding that, it's just frustrating. It's like, okay, say I want to add steam too. And I want to do wash boost, so it's kind of ridiculous. And then if you've got really hard water, you might have to use dry boost. And I think that's kind of ridiculous too. I found that just having Rinse Aid works best. In an hour and 45 minutes, I'm getting clean and pretty much dry dishes. So If your dishes aren't drying, try that rinse aid, and maybe change your detergent as well. That might be affecting it as well. But yeah, I am gonna get it started. I do like that I can check on the time, even though it's awkward, I can still check on the time there. But yeah, and one of my things is I actually might upgrade to a Bosch dishwasher because this one is fairly loud. I think too, because this is the contractor's grade, it just, you know, doesn't have any of the fancy insulation. It's got the plastic tub. So don't love that. It's currently running. It might be a little hard to hear it. I will say, since this dishwasher is loaded down completely, the more dishes and things you put in the dishwasher, the quieter it runs. So right now it's quieter than usual. Most of the time I don't run the dishwasher this full. So yeah. A reminder, a lot of times modern day dishwashers only use about 3.5 gallons for a whole cycle. So most of the time I'm not rinsing, I'm just scraping off the debris in the trash, putting it in the dishwasher with great results. As long as you're occasionally cleaning your filter that I showed you, you're good. I probably clean mine a little too often, but I would say every few weeks or once a month, you'd be good. So we'll check back in at the end of the cycle and we'll look at the dishes and see how they came out. All right, we're back. It just got done a little bit ago. It did run about 2 hours. So it went a little over the estimated 147 on the auto mode. Let's see. Let's clean. This is from like the 80s. It's an old part of a juicer, so that's stained. But let's see. Clean. I know that was really dirty. The glasses look good. Down here, my Pyrex looks good. The plates look nice. The silverware was pretty nasty. It looks clean. But yeah, it looks like it did good. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty impressed. Well, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't talk too much or drag on too much, but overall, it washes good. I would say I would recommend it if you can find it on sale. I think it retails around maybe $5.50. You know, if you could get it in the 400s, I would say yeah. If it's, you know, $5.50, $600, I would find something a little quieter. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, thanks for watching.